Steve, games against Needham Market traditionally always throw up a lot of goals. This didn't disappoint, but it certainly disappointed for us.
Yeah, of course. Again, I think we created a numerous amount of chances in the first half, and I think they, you was counting them, Jim, I think they only had 3. Scored 2, and one of them was a mistake by us and a free header from a set piece. And I think straight after that, I think that's in the first 10 minutes we had 4 chances. I think their keepers pulled off 2 great saves, and it wasn't going in. And then you roll on to the second half, and another mistake makes it 3-0. The fourth one, I think he was trying to cross it. There's no way he tried to score from there. And then we kept pushing, kept trying, and we got 2 goals back. And it wasn't they sat back, we kept pushing and probing. And like I say, pleasing and positive factor today, we got on the score sheet, you know, because if we'd come away 4-0 today, again, it would have been unjust in terms of us not scoring. Not saying about the result, unjust us not scoring. But now they've got that off their back, and we can move forward.
I think we had, well, we counted up about, I think we had 17 shots on target, including the goals and the woodwork. Yeah,
well, we hit the woodwork 3 times in the second half. Whereas their one, the fourth one, it goes to the back post, and to me, like I say, I think that's to try and put it back in the mixer for everyone to challenge, and it's dropped in the back of their net. We would have dropped on the top of the crossbar or top of the net. So it's the way our luck's been going. Doesn't legislate for the mistakes we made, which we've been quite solid of recent in terms of silly errors. I think we gave them at least 2 of the goals today.
Some might say 3, but
yeah, possibly, Jim. Possibly, like I say. But like I say, it's another defeat. I know what's coming. We all know what's coming. Just spoke about it in the changing room. But the boys gave everything. We changed it up a bit today. A couple of new faces in terms that haven't been playing, come on and done well, and we'll keep going, Jim. You know, as I've said before, seasons sometimes are good and some are bad. Ours have been very indifferent. Haven't hit the goals at the moment that we wanted to, in terms of where we want to be. But we'll keep going right until the end, and we'll see what happens next season. Because there's plenty of clubs that have had a bad season in 3 or 4. You know, I look at it, 2nd season playoffs, 3rd season, and I've said it before, we got to a cup final in the 4th round of the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup, and just finished outside the playoffs by a point. To me, that's another successful season. And this year we're not having such a good season, but we'll keep going, and what will be at the end of the season. Where we'll be is where we deserve to be. Like I said, when we made the playoffs, that wasn't unjust, and we'll just keep going. You know, the boys are very, very down. It's hurting them in there. It's hurting them because mistakes have cost us. And again, like you said, how many chances? 17, and we've got 2 goals. I think, speaking of Richard, I reckon they probably only had 6 or 7 chances, if I'm being honest. That I counted, he might have counted more.
That's a fair assessment.
But he said as well, that's the luck they've had. That's their bit of luck this season. You know, and what pleased me is we kept creating chances. And I watched that Burgess Hill game last week, and again we created chances, 6, 7 good chances. Today you've said we've created 17 chances. When we don't create chances, that's then you start worrying about a football team. But it shows the boys are trying, they're willing to do it. Again, we just got to get the balance of not making mistakes and scoring goals, and that's what I say about football. The 2 boxes in football are the hardest thing, or the most important thing in a game, because you make mistakes in one, you get punished. You score in the other, you're elated, and you can try and get 3 points.
And in amongst the disappointment, there were good performances out there by us. I mean, I thought Alex was terrific today. I
thought Alex done very well. You know, he held it up when he had to. He was a threat going in behind them, and he got taken off the ball. I thought the referee done well today, but he got taken off the ball, and the reason he come off as well is because he's got a massive chunk out of his ankle. You know, massive. It's basically you see inside the ankle sort of thing. It's horrible. So we were assessing him during the week, but I thought he'd done well. I thought they all done well, you know, and to finally finish up with 2 goals, it's just not the result the fans that have come all this way wanted, and the board want, and I want, and the players want. But through their hard work and desire today, they've managed to get 2 on the score sheet, and we'll try and push that forward to Staines next week.
And it's a backhanded compliment when your opposition are taking it into the corner to run the clock down.
Yes, but teams will do that. Teams will do that. And I won't buy into the fact that people look at the times we scored and say that, oh yeah, it's 4-0, they just give up. No, they didn't. They didn't. We could, let's say, before they got their third goal, we've hit the bar and post 3 times. So there was only one team at the start of that game and the second half really pushing. I did tell the boys the next goal will be the crucial one, and unfortunately an error by us has let them run the ball in the empty net. But again, the boys went for it and kept going. So very pleased with them. As harsh and as disappointed I was last week with them, no one's happy when they lose. But if they can give everything and give that badge everything, hopefully our luck and our tide will change. But we are where we are because we haven't been good enough so far this season. We'll keep going, as I said earlier in the interview, we'll keep going till the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens the following season. Do you know what I mean? Just taking into account where Hendon, when they took Maidstone all the way, the last 2 seasons, I've been looking at the league tables, they finished in the bottom 5, bottom 6. Now look at them, they're flying high. Yeah. So teams do have bad seasons, and at the moment we're having an indifferent season that's not going the right way that we want it to. But that's football.
I'm sure our luck will change, and maybe that will be against Staines next Saturday. Who knows?
Never know. We'll all be there, mate, trying, and
Absolutely.
hopefully the fans will be behind us trying as well.
Thanks, Stephen. Bad luck today.
Cheers, Jim. Thanks.